the mayor a few years back when I was the executive director of the Women's Lunch Place, which is a shelter for homeless women in the Back Bay. And he was just an incredible supporter. He would come to all of our events, the big events, the little events, even if no one was going to be there. He and Angela would always show up. They would come, they would take a tour of the lunch place on holidays, and he interacted with our guests, with our board, with everybody. He was just clearly a very likable guy. But he also just supported us in every way possible. I mean, if we needed advice or guidance or to be able to say that the mayor supported us was really valuable to get other people involved, both philanthropists and other city organizations or other community organizations. And I came to believe that we must be one of the mayor's favorite charities because he was always there for us. He talked us up all over town, I heard. People would come up to me and say, "Oh, the mayor or Angela mentioned you the other night and they thought you might be able to use some of this donation or that donation, or they thought you might want to come to our event." And they just seemed to always be talking us up all over town. And so I assumed we were one of his favorite charities. And then the more I started meeting with other executive directors of both homeless shelters and other community organizations, they all thought the same thing because the mayor talks them all up over town and he goes to their events and he supports them. And that made me realize what an amazing mayor he is. He's a fabulous guy. He cares deeply about this city, about community organizations in the city, both big and small, and he does everything in his power to support them and to support the people running them. And that's really impressive that a number of organizations all over town can secretly believe that they're his favorite because he's everywhere. And he genuinely cares. I mean, I have met a lot of politicians in my line of work, and a lot of people come and they say the right things and they shake a few hands and then they leave. The mayor and his wife genuinely care. They are actively interested in helping the people at these shelters and seeing that life gets better for them. And these aren't necessarily people who vote. So sometimes they are, but not always. And they just are genuinely decent people who want to do the right thing, who care deeply about this city.